Good morning, students. Today's lesson is about writing. It's about persuasive writing or opinion writing. How to write an opinion essay, agree, disagree. So let's have a look at the definition of opinion essay. So it's a piece of writing which requires you or your opinion on a given topic. So your opinion should be stated clearly in the paragraph, supported by reasons and examples. So what you should do is first to write the opposing viewpoint in another paragraph. So to express your opinion, you can choose between the following expressions: I like, I believe, in my opinion, in my viewpoint, etc. Then when you explain your opinion and the opposite viewpoint, you can use the following linking words as, because, for example, such as, however, but, moreover, furthermore, and so on and so forth. So the plan to write a clear and nice opinion essay is that you have to follow the following points. To start with the introduction, you start with a general sentence about the subject. Write a sentence to include the given topic with both sides, the negative and the positive side. You state your opinion clearly, okay, if you are agree or if you are for or against the given topic. Then you move on to the body. It comprises two paragraphs. You should write two paragraphs. The first one is you write about your opinion by stating the advantage, the reasons, and the examples. You try to support your arguments with examples. Then, for example, if you are for something or against it, you should say why. You should justify. Then the second paragraph, you write the opposing viewpoint by stating the disadvantages or the reasons and the examples. Of course, each time you give arguments, you should support them by examples. And then the conclusion, in which you summarize what you wrote in the body and you try to state your opinion in another way. You paraphrase it, but you keep the same meaning. So to start with the writing of the conclusion, you can use these expressions such as breath, finally, to conclude, as a conclusion, and so on and so forth. So this is an example of opinion writing. Students should not be allowed to have mobile phones in schools. So do you agree or not? Give your reasons. Your writing should be clear and well organized. Let's start with the introduction. First of all, before reading, so have a look at the layout of the essay. Look at the space we left between the paragraphs, between the four paragraphs, the layout, how we start each paragraph. Okay, let's read. Nowadays, no one can deny the rapid spread of mobile phones. This technology is clearly showed even in schools. In this context, some said that students should be allowed to have mobile phones in schools. As I'm concerned, I believe that is definitely wrong. So here is a general statement and here is the opinion. Your opinion is stated clearly. Firstly, mobile phones is one of the most developed means of communication which simplifies human life. There is no problem to use cell phone, but the problem lies on where we are allowed to use. As a matter of fact, students should not be allowed to use mobile phones for many reasons. So here are the reasons. First of all, this may cause classroom distraction and the flow of lesson shall be interrupted many times. For instance, while the teacher explains the lessons or the lesson, students can share messages or whatsoever. Second of all, using mobile phones. Okay, you see, in that way we are giving arguments and then we are supporting them with examples. However, this is the opposite side. The second paragraph of the body and the opposite side. Some others of the community accept the use of mobile phones in schools. Mobile phones simplify the way students can learn a given lesson, so they share mails and they share messages. In case of a sudden trouble, students can help each other. Imagine a young student who is injured by accident. Probably it will be better to call his or her parents to calm him instead of returning back home, and thus he or she might lose the courses. So of course these are also examples to support the opposing argument. So the opposing argument is the argument which says that our mobile phones should be allowed in schools. So let's have a look at the conclusion. To conclude, views about this topic differs based on different reasons and explanation. I think that keeping mobile phones away from students while in schools is so beneficial for them. So we try to summarize in general with one or two statements what we have talked about in the body. Then we finished restating all our arguments or our viewpoint, which goes for allowing mobile phones in or against allowing mobile phones in schools. So I hope that the lesson was clear for you. So this is also a topic. Once you want to practice sports, running outside is better than running at home using a treadmill. Do you agree or you disagree? You justify. So this is just a simple example. You can have this topic and you can write it about, then you reply me. Thank you for your attention. Hope that the lesson was clear for you. So have a nice day. Thank you.